Good morning everybody, and welcome back to another video. We are going to go for a week in my life this week. We are currently 34 weeks pregnant now. Second week of maternity leave, which I feel like I tried to vlog last week, but I was really just trying to find my feet. And I don't want to speak too soon, but I feel like I have a little bit, really finding that balance between getting things done, but also relaxing a little bit, because I'm the type of person who can't sit still. So I hope it's a more successful week, having kind of found that groove between the two. But it is Monday 27th of April at the moment, and in WA it's actually a public holiday because of Anzac Day on Saturday. We are up, not super early, it's just about to tick over to 7 a.m. and I'm actually going to go get my first gym session in. I have been pushing them back probably till about like 10-11 a.m. because I've got the luxury of that now to go in the middle of the day, but knowing it's a public holiday, I know it's going to be busier later. So I kind of wanted to get the session low-key done before 7 a.m, but it is literally my shortest one for the week. Upper body, there's 4 exercises, it takes about 30 minutes. I'm still going to be able to get in before the gym gets super busy. In saying that, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to film anything in the gym, just because I don't know how busy it is going to be this early in the morning on a public holiday. Rest of the agenda for today, gonna catch up with a friend this morning as well. We were gonna go for a walk, but the winter weather has kind of hit Perth now, and we made plans without actually checking the weather. So we had to kind of scratch that, and we're just gonna go get coffee for the moment. And then the rest of the afternoon, to be honest, probably just gonna be at home getting a few things done around the house, meal prep, things like that. Steph is back at work tomorrow. I want to say he's back at work, but he's working from home because it's a Tuesday. Tuesday, I've got an iron infusion, and then Friday we are getting some air cons installed, some reverse cycle, so heating as well in the house that needed to be done. So a few bigger things on this week, but I am going to take you guys along with it. But for the moment, let's go to the gym, get this session done, and then get home and refuel. Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. It is just about 8 a.m. and I'm finished with my gym session this morning. A little bit of a quote-unquote early one, again, just because I have an iron infusion at 9. So I really do need to get running, get home, get some breakfast, pack a bag, and then Steph is going to take me just because I feel like I'm going to have some issues. But I do have a tendency to have my blood pressure drop when I have blood tests and then pass out and faint. So I just want to be careful in that regard. Session was good. I slept absolutely horribly last night again. I don't know what has flipped and changed and happened over the last week or two. It could just be in those latter stages of pregnancy. But I am just, waking up multiple times, which is not normally like me. I went for so long with literally no wake ups, no need to pee in the middle of the night, all of those things. And it's just hit me like a ton of bricks. And then Steph was playing YouTube or something, and there was specific noises that kept getting me that sounded like someone walking on our floorboards and things like that. And I was like, there better not be anyone in the house. I'm gonna run now. Session was good. It's hard to get in and out for a lower body session just because I get so puffed these days. I need more rest. But we are going to, be home, get some breakfast, and get moving. Good morning guys, and happy Wednesday. Yesterday, oh my god, it didn't completely wipe me out, the iron infusion, but I am typically the person who will overdo it, so I just made sure to rest when I got home. But they also couldn't find a suitable vein in my arm, so we ended up having to do the hand, which low-key probably was a little bit better. I haven't woken up with it being super sore. I feel good today. I'm just not going to push getting back into the gym until tomorrow. They do advise, I think, 48 hours. So tomorrow afternoon, lunchtime, I should be fine. This morning, we have started off with a bang. I low-key don't want to think I've got all my energy back yet, because I know, again, I've got to find the balance. It's been nice to just get some things done this morning. So I have just been doing a whole lot of errands and admin, to be honest. I went on a little walk this morning. My belly is just feeling so heavy. I don't want to say my pelvis yet, but it is just getting a little bit harder to walk. And as much as I wanted to do normal route, 30 minutes, I think I did just under 20 in the end, but I was walking around the shops anyway. So what do? I checked in with my coach this morning, went on a walk, went to the shops and just did random errands. I had to get some things from Kmart. We ended up getting our bassinet, which you would have seen me build, and I needed some sheets to be able to fit that. I got some from Big W, which I can show you later. Perfect. And then I got some from Kmart, and they're way too small, which is also okay because we have a Moses bassinet that those sheets should actually fit. So we can use that around the house as well. Audi for some random things to top up the food shop. And then I needed to get some documents authenticated, signed. So I went to the chemist, and it was so nice. She ended up giving me one of, if you're in Australia, the bounty bags with the nappies and samples and brochures and things like that. I think we've gotten 5 at least over the last, 10 weeks or something like that. And she's like, oh, I can see you're expecting, here, have this kind of thing. And I was like, thank you so much. In my head, I'm also we've got so many of these now that we've got all the brochures, all the information and everything, but still lovely thought no matter what. So we've got some very free nappies, some sample ones to try. But otherwise, admin wise, I've literally just booked an optometrist and a physio appointment as well for the coming weeks. They're the last kind of pregnancy related things I need to get ticked off. Optometrist isn't. That's just my yearly checkup, but I was I need to get this done before I have a baby. And then now we're literally just chilling. I'm gonna get some stuff done around the house. Steph is at work today, which Louis kind of glad for. He has been home, working from home, but also we had a long weekend, all of the things since I think Monday last week was the last full day I've spent without him home. So I'm glad in a way, because it means I can just headphones in, get shit done without anyone here. I find I'm a lot more productive in that regard. I am planning to clean a little bit of the house. We've got to make some dinner for tonight, lasagna, and that starts the postpartum meal prep because I'm going to double it and pop some in the freezer as well, which I'm really excited for. And then just getting things organized. We have aircons being installed on Friday, so I just want to make sure the rooms that they're coming into are all tidy, and then not so much clean because I know they're going to get messy, but we'll have to take furniture and move it around tomorrow night before we go to bed. So then Friday when they come, that can all be done, and then I'll deep clean it after they are finished, and that kind of is the nesting side of things. They're getting those rooms, and one of them is baby boy's room anyway, so that needs a really good deep clean before he is here. But I cannot believe we are within the last few weeks as well. I'm 35 weeks today too, so it's literally like 4 or 5 weeks depending on how his size goes at our scan next week. Crazy to think. But for the moment, I'm just gonna chill out for the next 10-15 minutes. I'm waiting for the washing machine to finish in the background, and then that is kind of like my trigger, my start point, me ripping off the band-aid to get some more things done. All right, guys, I have just had some lunch. It is nearly 3 o'clock, so late. I did have a little bit of a nap this afternoon as well, but we are going to tackle the bedroom in terms of cleaning, and then I'm going to jump into the kitchen and start dinner and everything. Now it looks so much worse than it is because we've done a bunch of washing this week, and because it's been so rainy, it's been hanging inside, and as I did a little tidy this morning, I just literally moved it all into this room, and I'm in the process of like changing out the bassinet and everything. So gonna get this room tidy, clean, and then see how we're going for time. And I might even hem the curtains as well, because I actually put up the middle bracket and the second curtain on, I think, Monday night off the top of my head. They need to be hemmed at the bottom just so we can wheel the bassinet around nice and safely and doesn't get caught. But this is what we are currently dealing with. As you can see as well, we've got more washing up on the door there. So this is all clean clothes. I just need to pop that away. I've popped the new bassinet in this kind of section for the moment with the nappy caddy, literally like postpartum supplies, all the things. They're not going to stay there, but that is a home for it at the moment. And then we've got sheets for this that are currently being washed / drying as well. Again, I think we're pretty much all clean clothes over here. I've got some clothes that don't fit me at the moment that I'm just going to vacuum seal up, pop somewhere else, probably at the top of the wardrobe, and then I want to make the bed and everything there as well, and get rid of, this was the bassinet Moses basket that we were going to use. I just couldn't find any sheets to fit it, and then the mattress as well, we needed a new one and I could not find the same size, so I'm going to put that in the garage for the moment. If we end up using it, we do. If not, we can pass it on, etc., because we got that one second hand. And then the curtains as well. I attempted to hem, or like pin them up to hem. On Monday we got one side kind of done, not very well. I need a bit more space than them hanging, and then we've just got to do the next. So the curtains, how they're looking, so good. Just gives the space a little bit more like depth and everything, and it means we can have the blind up but curtains there and still like have some light come through. So I'm gonna pop you guys on a time lapse somewhere and start getting moving with this as well, and we'll catch up to you once this room is done. officially clean, and that is, whoa, Steph's washing. He'll get so pissed off at me if I put that away, because he feels like he's accomplished something if he does it himself. So I'm just going to leave that there for him. I am now going to tackle, I think, one side of these blinds. There's 2 of them, because I've probably got about half an hour before I need to start cooking dinner. So we'll see how long that takes. So I'm going to set up the sewing machine. I know exactly how much I've got to cut off the bottom as well. So it should be relatively simple, fingers is crossed, and then at least get one up. And then worst case scenario, I can do another one tonight as well when it gets a little bit later after dinner, because I'm hoping it doesn't take long. But let's go to get that set up and get one of those curtains hemmed. We did it. That is one down. That took me an hour, which is absolutely ridiculous. It's probably a little bit too long. It just touches the floor a little bit too much, possibly, but that is okay. And then that is the other one we've got to do probably tomorrow, let's be honest. But I am so glad that it's done. It took me way longer than expected, and I might just trim the bottom a little bit because I hemmed it closer to like the bottom of it rather than the top of the centimeter. So I've got a little bit I could probably cut off and just neaten it up a little bit there so there's not like loose threads and everything. But I am so glad that's done. One down, one to go, and then this room is pretty much ready for baby boy to be here. I am literally gonna have to start dinner. It is 4:30. I didn't even realize the time as I was going with that, just because dinner is lasagna tonight, and we really need to get it started to be cooked because I know it's going to take a little while in the oven. Good morning, guys, and happy Sunday. I honestly don't know where the last few days have gone, but I found if I do not start the day on the vlog first thing in the morning, I often forget to film afterwards, especially when stuff is home. Thursday, Friday, we got back into the gym. Everything was all good post iron infusion. I'm feeling good now. I just like haven't had that sudden like kick in from it, so I don't know if that's yet to happen or I've just like slowly gotten back up to normal energy levels. Went back to the gym Thursday, Friday. Chill day both days, food shop on Friday, which has been a new tradition that I've really liked. And then on Saturday morning, we had a Tiny Tots first aid course, so just getting refreshed in everything. I'm fingers crossed praying, hoping everything, we don't need anything. Always better to be safe than sorry in those circumstances. So we did that, had a little mose around the shops afterwards as well, and then came home. I did some gardening, entirely cleared the weeds in the back like courtyard near our washing line and everything. So that is ready to go for when baby boy gets here. Not that it like matters, but like the nesting, I'm just like, I want everything to be clean, tidy, all of the things are there. And then we had dinner in, nice and simple, and then it is Sunday at the moment, so I've got a bit of a busier day today. I need to remember not to overload myself, but we'll see how things go. It's just like a whole lot of mini bits, so I am literally sitting down about to edit the baby shower video. I can show you that right now. It's a chill Sunday morning. So that, and then what else do we have on our list for today? We'll see how much we can get done. I washed my hair last night, so I need to finish off that process. A little bit of washing, meal prep for Steph, and then I want to make some apple cinnamon muffins just to pop in the freezer for like postpartum meal prep, I guess. And then we've got some budgeting things I need to do before the end of the day with stuff as well. And then other than that, it's really just work stuff. I'm also going to pop over to my grandparents at some point today, catch up with them, catch up with my mum, and then I may pop past the shop, depending on how much heads up time I get about like for that, and then depending on how much time I have in general. As I said, I don't want to overdo it, but this is, yeah, technically the last day of the week then, and then tomorrow I'll be starting a new vlog. Bear with me as I get into like routine with these again. As I said, I've just totally forgotten to like start the last few days in terms of the vlog, and then from that I forget to then film. So I really need to make sure I'm starting the day on the right foot, and then we can continue to go forward with that. So I'm going to get going on this, and I will see you probably when I make breakfast or get ready, something along those lines.